You must be here for more index, and obviously I'm here because I want that as well. Tom, Accelerator, Index, Last Order, everyone else that in Accelerator's new group, they all have their roles to play. Academy City is a very busy place, one fraught with danger, security, religion, surprisingly. But most importantly, a want of power in almost every shape and form. But do you want to see how it all gets wrapped up? If so, grab yourself a drink, sit down, and let's enjoy the show. Starting off strong, straight running into the boss. I mean, cutting them off their source of money seems kind of powerful. And how does his kind of fighting style work in conjunction with all of this? Yeah. Unlike what the movies say, cars don't actually provide that much in the way of protection against projectiles. Ah, so there's... Yeah, find a way of buffing yourself if you don't have powers to actually use at your disposal. Huh? What was that? You just have to clench. Now you can just punch that bin into you. Or kick it. Oh. Hopefully that's just bin juice. It would be a shame to have her reintroduced so soon just to be squished. Made into some sort of pavement pizza. But there's going to be many ways of circumventing her powers of teleporting stuff. And of course, being the big boss, he would have a trick or two up his sleeve. Or in his case, all around his body, not just the sleeves. But with Accelerator still in the vicinity, what is going to be left of their little group after everything? And hopefully Accelerator can... You know, even if he is doing this kind of dirty work, have a somewhat normal existence. Is it, well, beneath him to find out? Can he at least know the parameters of who they choose? Sliced up, minced, crushed. He picks up quickly. Is this like he just put chaff in the air? I mean, he didn't come unprepared. Although he has lost his crutch. That's like a bolter gun rather than a normal pistol. Why is the multicoloured tarp someone will put above the alleyway? Who had better aim? That's all he had to do was, filter out all of the extra metal. Ah. That would be why it wasn't a miss or, him flustered. Just wait for him to get out many other countermeasures he has. I thought he grabbed him by the cock. That would be a power move. I mean, there are other level zeros who seem to lead normal lives. Well, normal lives. Everyone loves hypotheticals. Yeah, they're going to be people like that no matter what their own personal strength. Or some sort of hunt. Okay. His little backstory is what him protecting that girl. Gonna need a lot more paint. A successful mission. Don't even wait for the end of the conversation. Of course she is. It'll take more than that. Okay. It would be kind of fortunate for him to land right next to the gun. Over time. He has, he does his mission, but then he goes above and beyond. He's earned it after a hard day's work. Is that Miss Hooker's mother? I wouldn't get close to a complete drunk on the street. There is something similar there. Can't put my finger on it. I don't think we need these kind of introductions. I don't think we need these introductions. God, drunk people are such a problem. He still hasn't got his coffee. He might be in a bad mood. Something needs to sober her up. I thought you were married. He needs help. Ah, yes, the best person to take anyone with the Misaka name's attention. Ah, they are walking past the... Is this the taxi that was called for her? Yeah, there's a few more steps that you're supposed to take. Usually, go home. Of course, whenever this little musical track gets played. What does that look? Even Sphinx. I don't think you're getting paid enough for this, mate. Would you want someone like that in your taxi? Oh. No, hold on. I guess that's one way to make sure she's gone. Just stuff her in the taxi and send her on its way. But having that interaction straight after what we saw with some guy skipping out on existence. Are these two going to become close phone buddies? So you have attacked it. Wait, what? Why are they now? Yeah, it's also the person you ran into a few minutes ago. But how is this connected? Well, so you're making sure that, what, no one else leaves? Oh, so they're picking up the contract. So at least he has the option of picking up and dropping contracts. Almost has the option of picking up and dropping contracts. I guess that's one way of getting back at him. If only you knew. Yeah, your personal vendetta can wait. If Tom was going there to save her at the same time, the only issue would be if Accelerator mistakes him for a member of that skill out group, considering he is level 0. He is on the way. She can probably help. Don't want to put her in trouble, though. Put her into danger. When you're under attack like this, I think it's okay. It's not like you've lost your keys or something. And they are now in disarray. Well, you just heard a noise. You don't know if it's the target or not. Hi! Don't worry, your fare is paid as well. Tom, what's that? Let's just go in and hope. Okay, you got no further plan. It looks thick. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Huh? Who's that? You would want to. They're not very good aims. Not very good shots. That was bulletproof. Someone with slightly better control over their weaponry. Yep, he thinks he's part of it. But yeah, after knocking that guy out, you'd at least want to make sure that he was properly out, or at least had his gun removed from him, so that you didn't have people in front and behind. They were in quite a pinch, apparently. He's just a bystander kind of thing. Sometimes the universe is not kind to make you centre stage of anything impressive. Tom has definitely been in a fight or two, but some things you should probably keep to yourself. His nose was already bloodied. Now it's on the other side of his face. Who are you talking to? Thomas seems to be getting along fine. Obviously, some people are in better situations than others. Some may be caught up in situations that spiral out of control. Minus numbers. Well, you're definitely not positive. So now he has no powers and doesn't help. It might be too late for him to have a revelation. He had some pride. Yes. It's not just people with power now, it's basically everyone around you looks down on you. Are you gonna freeze frame it there? Oh, okay. Welcome to Accelerator. Now that all of these guys are around, he got caught up in something. And she's a lot better now that she's not completely shit-faced. Ah, so the order was retracted? Congratulations. Yeah, they do have a... Oh, it was him. They do have a connection. So how did he feel about the order to kill the mother then? Did he not fight it beforehand? Not really a team player. Which means they have to use their own ingenuity. He has confidence, but this is Accelerator we're talking about. And now he's walking alongside them. The little bit from the openings kind of makes sense. Maybe she was busy. You know, most people don't really have to deal with any of this shit on a almost daily basis. Have you learned how to use it yet? Such a confusing apparatus. Machine. What was that? Well, there's probably multiple factors, but yeah. He has some work to do. I mean, the doctor might have a few improvements to use on his thing. There's an electric battery pack soon. Don't just jump on the bed and just demand food or something. We haven't actually had an interaction between Index and Hyoko or whatnot at the minute. I didn't think the final moments of that episode of Index, or in that season of Index, would be summed up with just... And we were so close to having Toma and Accelerator having that moment, meeting each other for the second time. But of course, there's too much going on, so we couldn't really enjoy the carnage that might unfold from that. Just have to wait a little bit longer. The Accelerator himself, the skill out people, the new group, everything leads to everyone just being a cog in the machine, doing their part. Step out of line, and they'll need replacing. And Toma out here trying to convince people of the sanctity of life. But really, it's not the guys on the ground you need to convince. It's the donkeys in charge. Unfortunately, Toma doesn't really have access to any of them to really start a dialogue, let alone punch them in the face. But with all things considered in that episode, there's only one thing that really sticks out in my mind. And that's to make sure that Mikoto's mother never has access to alcohol. If we completely ignore the fact that the higher-ups of Academy City are willing to exterminate their pupils' parents to keep them on board, which is completely psychotic in its line of thinking, who really is the biggest danger to the people of Academy City? We've seen it time and time again, haven't we? People being used as mere pawns. I mean, just picture 20,000. Now just in one experiment. But hey, we can finish it off with Hyoka's fine, happy, Index has got a mouthful. Mikoto is dejected from not really receiving any messages. Most of the named characters that we have are doing relatively okay. Which means all the better for it to kick off once again, go back into complete misfortune. I hope you'll be there with me to witness it. So if you enjoyed this, let me know down below. Maybe even like the video and leave a comment. I should be moving on to more of this beautiful world. To make sure you don't miss it, consider subscribing to the channel. Well, I don't really have a private hospital room, but then again, I'm not injured. So I'm just going to lay in bed, have a bit of rest. Maybe you will too. Join me in the next one. My patrons are the confident people wading into danger to save the inebriated middle-aged woman that is my channel. And honestly, I couldn't be where I am without you. So I really need to thank Sao, Electric Ant, Arthea, Noku, Raywin, Shiwan, Mecha, Jennifer Rojas, Stinsfire, Big Boy, Mats, Rasmus Poulsen, Girly, Dark Shadow 7899, Kite, Saltytron, Maurizio Lozano, and everyone else. Because even in the face of danger, well, we have anime to watch, so everyone needs to get home safely.